Hey, what's up, guys? Bobby here. So I just got back from my very first generic online marketing event, and man, it was just absolutely amazing. So I went to MLSP's Live the Dream #7, and the energy in the room was just so sky high. It was contagious, man. This event was transformational, life changing. I got to meet great leaders in the industry like CEO and co-founder Brian Finale, blogging machine Ray Higdon, recruiting monster Todd Falcone. I mean, these are just legends in this home business industry. And it was so cool because they were just so giving of information and advice in their business. They were just so humble, just walking around, doing video with people, taking pictures, just hugging on us and loving on us. I mean, it was just a very amazing event. Got tons of information too. And the reason I'm making this video today is when you go to your event, whether it's a generic event in the industry or it's your company's annual event, you have these experiences. They are truly life changing, but then so often many of us get back home and it's like, okay, so what's next? How am I going to take this experience? How am I going to take this energy? How am I going to take all these notes and actually apply it and turn it into a profitable business over the next year until the next event? Because you know, if you work in this industry, you work from event to event. That's just understood. So I was on a wake up call yesterday, and a leader in the industry, Ryan McMorris, gave great tips, three great tips on how to do this. And the first thing he said was go through your notebooks and really decipher, just take in all the information when you get back home. Or if you're on an airplane, you can do this on a plane ride home. That's a great time where you can just throw in some headphones, really be by yourself, and make this process happen. And he said, just go through your notes and write down the four biggest takeaways that you got from the event. And you're thinking to yourself, like, four? I have 50. Like, man, I just got so much good information. I have 30 pages worth of notes. How am I going to narrow this down just to four? And why would I even want to? Well, the thing is, guys, to get great at anything, you have to honestly focus on it until the point of mastery. You can't master 10 or 15 brand new things in a year. That would not be a focused effort. That would take forever. It probably would never even happen. You'll just be a jack of all trades, but really a master of none. So what he suggests is taking down the four biggest takeaways, and then step two is focusing on that one takeaway to the point of pure mastery over the next 90 days. So that's Monday through Sunday, as much practice as it takes to become a master at it, to become a freaking magician at your craft, where you can just pull a rabbit out of the hat and just make stuff happen. So, I mean, think about Olympians. Think about the amount that they practice. I was watching Mo Farah. I hope I pronounced his name right, but I was watching Mo Farah Saturday night run a 10,000 meter race. And when they were building up to the start of the race, they were just giving a little bit of background information on this guy who hasn't been beaten, by the way, who won gold medal that night, by the way, who is just a freaking beast at his craft. And he runs, check this out. I run a 5K and I'm freaking exhausted. My knees, my ankles, and my hips hurt for 3 or 4 days. This guy runs 120 miles per week. So, I mean, that's why he's the best, because he has practiced his craft to just pure mastery. And that's what you have to do in your business too. So pick four things, and over the next year, focus on each one thing for 90 days. And then add the next one. You're 180 days. Add the next one, 270. Add the next one. You're at 360 days, guys, and you're at the next event. So that's why you pick four things. And I believe this, I just feel it inside myself that this is a very transformational way to run and work your business. And then step number three is just track it. So many of us in this industry, we don't really keep track of our business, right? We don't track how many conversations we've had. We don't track how many leads we got or signups we got from that conversation. But if you look at the corporate world, where big business is done all the time, they track everything down to the very minute of detail. So if they, in the corporate world, understand that they need to track progress to see where they're failing or succeeding, then why would we not want to do that too? If we want big businesses, if we want time freedom, financial freedom, then why aren't we tracking what we're doing? So step number one, take down the four biggest takeaways. Step number two, focus on each takeaway for 90 days to the point of mastery. Step number three, Track your progress. You don't know where you're growing or where you're receding if you don't track. So, guys, I'm going to use this in my business. I hope it helps for yours. And if you're, again, side note, if you're not going to events, this is really important. You have to be at events. Events change lives. We work from event to event in this business. It's kind of like, think of it as the fiscal year for corporate businesses. That's how you should treat your home-based business, because that's where you get so much good stuff. You can't get what you get at events on a webinar or on team call. It just doesn't happen that way. You need to be at the big events. So if you're coming up with excuses of why you can't be there or why you don't want to be there, just really drop them. They're not benefiting you. They're not serving you, your vision, or your business. So that's just my caveat on events. You need to be there. So guys, I hope this helps. Use it in your business. Give me some feedback. I'd love to know what you're doing. And drop any questions in the comments, and I will answer those in the next video. All right, guys, have a great day.